Off with his pants this week on the Hapless Heroes.
Everybody's safe from Ice Shark. Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening. Let's start it off by introducing my cast. On my right, we have Francesco as Percival Floodhest.
Okay, everyone saw him get his head cut off, right?
To his right, we have John as Jam Jam.
Jam Jam is frightened.
To his right, we have Lou as Lev Zangief.
Editor Fran, can you put in a wrestling bell noise?
Ah! Thank you.
To his right, we have Mike as Brunner, Brew Blitzbore.
Is that the mythological headless horseless?
To his right, we have Nicole as Glorp Glup Glup.
Okay, but what about pineapple quiche?
And to her right, we have Sebastian as Chumdaloom.
I know he did cut someone's head off, but this quiche is really fucking good.
Hashtag
Yes.
quiche force.
Quiche force!
As we last left off with his head, a very tall chef with a very large cleaver stepped out of a doorway that you were about to come through and lopped off very cleanly the head of one Victor Black. You know, kind of standing in that entryway there, somewhat stunned, I suppose. You know, I was trying to surprise you. With the tall chef, the Margravine Esperanza, you remember her. She was Victor Black's date. Apparently slightly treacherous, femme fatale. Who knows?
And we did not get tipped off to her showing up here because I know that Shum had, put like a sending stone of some sort of like surveillance thing.
I turned it on in there, yeah.
But this was still a surprise to us.
Yep.
She's dangerous.
And also 2 cooks. Just regular cooks.
2 other cooks. Are they all bearing knives and other utensils at us?
Yes.
Oh no! And could you just remind us what the chef said to us? We last left off something about this won't do it all.
Oh no, that won't do it all.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And we cut back to the action.
Can I request just a overall the cooks that are not with this group? How do they react to one of their cooks cutting another cook's head off?
You said there were a lot of people in this kitchen.
Victor Black was not one of the cooks.
No, but someone's head just got lopped off.
So you're saying
in
that the
kitchen
just keeps cooking, doesn't give a shit?
Yes. Yes, I do. This is slightly off the kitchen, but yes, I do.
Love that.
So are we in like a prep room? Because I know we were moving towards the back to get
Yes.
out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
You've been taking us for fools this entire time, Victor Black. Old Victor Black.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you talking to the guy you just cut his head off?
Good question.
An exasperated sigh comes from the head.
Oh. Percival leaps back like an elephant seeing a mouse kind of thing, right? Just like it's just big, just lumbering steps back as he sees the head start gasping and talking back.
I really thought we had time.
He is the headless horseless.
Called that. That was crazy.
Victor Black! Treating us all for fools! You're the worst foreshadowing there ever was, the Grand Terminal Ball! Do you think we're stupid? We know who you are! old Vic.
I fucking knew it. As soon as your voice changed, a couple episodes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fran, just quiche eating noises.
Really?
Yeah,
Please.
from Glorp too. So some squishy quiche eating noises.
Because this just
I
turned
guess.
into a soap
Extra
opera.
squishy ones.
Okay, we'll see.
Yes, past Fran, really.
Sorry, bud.
No, please, Dave. Please save me.
The head of Victor Black from the floor chimes in. Well, if any of you are any good in a fight, I could use a hand and an arm and a leg or two. We can discuss this later, yes? Yes? Trying to nudge with his head at them.
Yep, we got your back. Just real quick, can we just all roll a religion check, maybe, to see if we all recognize the whole old Vic Nomer?
Well, first, I think we need to roll for initiative.
Fuck you.
Hold on, just real quick. I don't mean to be that
But
guy.
yes, then out of initiative, we can do that check to see who recognizes what old Vic really is.
I don't want to be that guy, but this quiche is really good. And have we gotten any real understanding of like why they're attacking Vic or whose side we should really be on here?
No.
Well, I guess you can determine that on your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all we know is she says that, he's been playing everyone for fools. They know who old Vic is and what he's trying to do.
And we're getting
Think of-
lumped in.
If anything, everybody think of like what you might be able to say in the 6 seconds that your turn occupies.
Got it.
Yeah. And he has exhorted you for help from the floor. Now, before we... First, yes, I did say first initiative, so let's see. We have, Percival, where are you?
I'm a 13.
13. Okay, Jam Jam,
12.
12. Lev,
I am a natural 22.
right. Brew,
4.
reactive, I see. Glorp,
5 because I'm also eating quiche.
and Chum, where his quiche, what has quiche done for you?
Well, quiche withstanding. I rolled a dirty 16.
Okay.
It is good quiche, but I take smaller bites.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Just a little bit of rolling here, but while we do that, yes, you guys can make a religion check if you want to see, do you remember the stories of old Vic?
On
Have
Verdara,
any
this
of you
is
heard
pretty
them kicking around?
Let's do it for
colloquial.
free.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh my.
I don't need to roll.
19.
I'm just not gonna. Choom has no idea.
Also 19.
19 plus.
13.
Oh, so actually it's 22 for me.
Okay. So a lot of you have some idea that old Vic is basically the Grim Reaper who has been going around collecting the souls of the dead. This is his job, old Vic, It's old Vic.
I'm sorry, but that's like a fairy tale. That's like that's like what all the people, like all the religious folks talk about. But like this, that can't be real, right? Like that's not actually.
Well, I mean, for the most part, the job does itself.
Oh no.
Being very expressive from the floor.
Okay.
Big ol' eyes.
Oh boy. Who's first?
That would be
let's see.
Lev.
Is the decapitator the closest enemy to me?
You know what? We'll separate boss from enemies. That makes sense. So, let's
Oh, it's a boss. This has
Well, I
been
mean-
evolving. Like, just
Yeah,
more
well,
time.
Which
I mean,
one
it's
is
not
the
really,
boss?
but it's, the
Yeah,
more
yeah.
challenging party versus the mooks. And, expert. The Margravina Esperanza, she can be mooky too. So, yes, Lev, we do have you up first.
Oh good.
Okay, is the decapitator the closest to me, I suppose, in this scenario.
Okay.
The Goliath
I wanna
chef, essentially.
Get a little bit of a view of how you would have come into the room. But yeah, you would probably be in first there. Wouldn't you, Lev? Being
Yeah, it's what is this room again?
Kitchen, I believe,
this
right?
would be like one of the storage rooms just off the back of the
Like a pantry, kind of?
yeah,
Or-
kind of a pantry
okay,
that Victor was trying to lead you guys through to get out.
gotcha. And it's fairly large, or is it like a just kind of like a long hallway? kind
No,
of
I would
joint?
say it's probably about 30 feet wide. You know, maybe 5-foot shelves on either side, so about 20 feet of real space in the middle.
And they're what, fanning out in front of us right now, like kind of flanking each other,
Yeah.
just kind of lining us up. All right, cool.
Yeah, I would say that the head and laying body of Victor Black are probably about 4 feet in front of you and another 4 feet past, that at cleaver length, because this is a very large sword, would be the chef.
Dope.
Margravine just beside her on the left,
Hmm.
and the two cooks sort of charging up from the back.
I don't believe I have many weapons, or any for that matter.
They took
since
all of
we-
our weapons except
took
for
all of
did-
our
did-
weapons.
Did they? I don't
No.
think they did. We were not
At
disarmed.
no point was anybody disarmed.
We were not disarmed.
Oh, even better. Okay, cool. I then rage, regardless of weaponry, and I do.
Well, we
use
got to
a
know what
weapon.
the rage sounds like, or what you're channeling here. It's been your thing.
Yeah, he starts to flash back to the tag team of 20 of the tag team of 72, which was kind of one of his first like bigger events. He was kind of getting put under the wing of some friends of his. And it had this kind of it had kind of like a cage around the ring. So
Tag team cage
This-
match.
yeah, this kind of like closed environment is really kind of giving him those vibes right now, and it just kind of sucks him back into that moment of stepping in here and everybody cheer, seeing the garbage municipal enemy across from him. Oh man, what would they be called?
The Trash
there was
Brothers or something.
there was a woman there. Her name was Sue Idge. And T Rash. Yeah, T Rash. Perfect. And Sue Idge. You can spell that how you think it's spelled. and T Rash. So, raged. He's gonna go after
Now, are you saying, any of this coming out loud, or is this all playing out in your head, like
It's
in
like a
imagination?
flashback.
yeah, it's like a flashback, right?
All
Exactly.
right,
Like
but what's happening? What's happening outwardly as you're raging? What does the world see right now?
Lev kind
Intro
of like
flex.
stands up. Yeah, he kind of like stands up straighter, right? And he's always kind of like got like a dad slouch to him, but he stands up straighter, and you kind of see this like instant kind of shade go over his eyes, and you see him like pose and put his arms out, like as if he's hearing his own intro music the whole time, you know.
Oh, amazing.
And then he steps forward and then charges with a yell, I'm sure.
Wow. Primal.
Ooh,
That was kind of hot.
Wow, I see the quiche.
And then I attack.
yes, and you attack against armor class.
Well, what does my rage give me? +2. So that's
Does it give it to attack rolls and damage?
I thought that was Yeah, because I think you can take the
Hold on 1 second. Attack damage. Attack bonus plus is a 2, right?
So it's your attack, like your to hit is your strength plus your proficiency bonus, typically. And then if rage confers anything, I think it's more to damage, but it
It's
could
just a rage damage
do
or
something with
plus
attack
That was
rolls too. I can't
flat
remember.
2 on damage.
I haven't played a barbarian in a long time.
Yeah.
It is definitely a flat 2 to damage at the start, but I'm not sure if, like, depending on subclass, if those things get
I don't think it
modified.
does.
You know what I mean?
It's just a 21 right now.
It hits? Oh, just a 21.
21.
Yeah.
21 does make it through AC.
Nice. Sick.
And this is what is this with? By the
It is
way?
with the maul that he
The chair
has
maul.
shaped like a chair.
the chair maul. All right.
I'm gonna choose these dice. Okay, that's 5 plus 3 plus 2. That's 10 damage. Collect this.
And the chef, who stands basically as tall as Lev, like head-to-head height, a very tall, well-built elf, like takes the chair across the face. The face turns with it and nothing else. Ooh! I am the elven chef, Jama Transfer d'Enfant.
Gesundheit?
Who are you?
I am Redhorn, Lord of the Cage.
Uh-oh. Lev's disassociating.
Okay, so we have an attack. I assume you've just sort of stepped forward to close the space. Have you stepped over the body and head of
Probably?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't
Ulvik
even
to
know
get
if I.
there? Okay.
I don't even know if stepped over is the word that I would use, but stepped
Just
through.
basically blitzed right on through.
Yeah.
Ah! As Ulvik's head is kicked aside and is now over by the shelves.
Shelves, like
On
to
the
the
on
sides?
your right, there left.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Kicked over to the right. Body is still just slightly to the left there.
Okay.
And okay, so we've got that. Any bonus actions? Anything going on there?
Nope.
The bonus
I think he
action was the
raged. Yeah.
Bonus action was the rage. It was, yes. All right, so we move on to the chef,
Oh, no.
who with her own bellow raises her sword and swings with 2 big long attacks.
You mean the gigantic cleaver? Like the,
Yes.
Yeah.
Which functioning essentially
Essentially as a sword. Yeah, right.
All right. So let's see. That would be a 17 and a 18 against AC.
And Lev?
Yeah, that hits.
And then 2 big, long, wide arcs. Brings the
Ooh.
cleaver across twice, making an X sort of right in the middle of your carapace there, doing 7 and 11 slashing damage, but also as the X lights up, 2, 4, 6 radiant damage.
Oh, that's painful.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because his rage doesn't negate half of that.
Was it?
Just 6. It was a low roll on 3d6 there.
Holy shit!
6 radiant, and he would have at least taken, I think, maybe half that slashing damage because he's raging. So we got that going for us
Yeah.
at least.
Yes.
Boss who's not a boss. Woo! Woo!
Don't get hit.
But otherwise, the chef remains in close combat with you, locked in a duel, as you've exchanged names now. There's a little bit of personal animus to this.
I see.
All right. And we move along.
Damn.
Choom, you are next up on the list. Now, you'd probably be a little bit further back here.
I am
How
on.
are you feeling right now?
I bel-
You gave the Margaret Ravine Esperanza your number, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
No, you got it from her.
Oh yeah. I totally locked that down. But also at the same time, not really sure what's going on as far as like, okay, well, first they cut that dude's head off. I don't really give a fuck about that dude. That dude's been weird this whole time. But then
He's been honest.
he's
the most
still
part.
alive, which is
Well, you weren't there for the conversation, so I guess you wouldn't
fucking
know.
weird. But then also, this quiche is really fucking good.
Oh my god.
But then also, the cook just attacked Lev. But then also, Lev just attacked the cook. So I'm just gonna, from Bruce's shoulder, because that's whose shoulder I would have been on last, because we were quiche forcing. We were sharing quiche together. I'm going to. What's the house rules on looking around real quick? Get my surroundings. I'm looking for. We're in a pantry, right? Like, is there anything flammable?
I mean,
You know what? I will let you make a investigation as a bonus action to try to find some improvised weapons in here.
we like this. We like this.
Okay. Mostly looking for oils, sugar, work, that kind
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
Investigation. Oh, that's a nat
Yeah.
20.
A nat 20.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, there is so much stuff in here that you can light on
We needed
fire.
this.
There
We
are
needed
4
this.
bottles of cognac on the top shelf that could easily be turned into Molotovs. There's, some sort of cooking wine over there that you might be able to do something with.
Okay.
I think he's given you license to improvise a weapon
Yeah.
here, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
There's, if you can think it and it's food, they've probably got it in here and you can do it. Think of something cool.
Oh, dude. It's gonna take maybe 2 turns if we get that far, because I don't have a whole lot of action economy left. But from Bruce's shoulder, I would like to leap to the glide to the nearest shelf, to not use a jump action. Just move it, my movement, because I can glide.
Okay.
Right.
You can glide at your movement.
Yep.
You're already from a high place. I think the rule of cool applies here. I'll take
Thank
it.
you. Appreciate that. Now that I am on the shelf, I was aiming for cognac area. Am I around there?
All right. Yes. The VSOQ.
Okay. And directly below these cognacs is the chef's / Lev, correct?
The what's that now?
So if I'm on the shelf and let's
Yes.
say I'm looking out from the shelf and into the greater room, am I looking at Lev and the chefs struggling, or am I looking at my own party?
So, yeah, you would have gone forward a little bit up onto, I'm going to call it the left shelf. So you were
Heard.
about parallel with the chef and Lev. So
Heard.
Sheen,
Beautiful.
right over there.
Through the last bits of quiche in my mouth, I would just like to pose in my 6 seconds of questioning. Jam, these guys are you? And looking for a quick nod or a shake from the Jamster.
Jam looks at you really confused.
Enough for me. And I'm just gonna push all of the bottles into the group.
Oh. So that everyone
and
just gets
bottles
covered
of-
in
Yes.
out flammable liquid. Okay.
Yes. Now, would this be my action to do so?
Yes, that would have to be a full action.
Heard.
Yeah.
Heard. So now everyone, including Lev.
Yeah, I'm going to say that because you're not huge. You can't push that many bottles.
Oh.
But I would say anybody within about 10 feet of the area that you've pushed them
Because
at
you're just
should
kind of
be-
kicking them off as fast as you can, right? But you might be,
Yeah.
depending
Yeah.
on how large or heavy they
So let's
are,
say
right?
2.
Like they are falling to the ground and splashing alcohol everywhere.
Yeah, how many bottles of Lemmy Morton can a 6-pound
I'm 4
simian
pounds.
break in 6 seconds?
And also,
2.
I would use some leverage from the. I would be willing to roll. Let's find out.
He's got
Let's let
4
the
hands.
dice-
He's got 4 hands.
Let's let the dice.
You know
decide.
what? Let's roll. You know what? Give me. We're going to call it D12 plus 6
Interesting.
radius.
So you want me to roll a
D12?
d12?
D12.
see.
I want to bring the lesser dice into this.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I had one out today.
Is that
so I'm
a
not
short
mad.
joke, dude? What are you trying to say about him?
No, I mean it's like how often do you really roll a D12 unless you're a
don't-
barbarian?
I honestly
That's very true.
almost didn't pull it out. I pulled it out just because I was pulling out my dice set, and
Yeah.
so I had one on hand.
Yeah, because
that's
I'm
a
thinking
10.
like, all right, we'll give it a range, 6 to 18. So D6 plus 12 or D12 plus 6 should take us about there.
So that 10 plus 6 is a 16.
All right.
All right, so yes, okay, a big 16-foot splash of various flammable, 152s and such as
Okay.
all over the place.
Okay.
It's a little heady in here now.
Oh, yeah.
Pungent.
There's fumes.
Stings the nostrils, but actually stings because it's like pure fucking alcohol.
Pulls quiche out of front pocket of pimp jacket, puts in mouth, and stern.
All right. So, yes. Everybody within about 16 feet of the Elven Chef and Lev Zangief, to include the Margravine Esperanza, who is exasperated over now being soaked in booze, and her red dress, and the two chefs coming up in their leather
before
aprons and
hoes!
cleavers. Trying to think who else would be really up close to the battle with Lev, because we're talking there was about 8 feet that he advanced into the chef already. So was anybody really close to Lev when we were coming in?
I was towards the front. I left back slightly when the head started talking, but I'm probably only behind where, so I'm probably covered in booze too.
Yeah, Percy, I'm going to say that you got splashed.
Yeah.
You're probably a little back into the left.
If Glorp
let's
did get
see.
splashed, wouldn't they just absorb it
Plasmoid.
That brings
Fucking, let's go.
that brings up questions I don't want to answer right now. So Glorp isn't splashed, just because I don't want to deal with this.
I am drunk.
Yeah. Sure, whatever you want.
I mean, you do have the ball gown on, but
So, Jam, where are you in all this?
Now we had walked in. This had happened once they walked past the entry to the pantry, right?
Yes.
So Jam is still probably outside of the pantry.
Yeah.
But where is Black's head?
off to the right
Black's head
somewhere.
is now, yes, probably about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet into this room and just over by the right shelves.
Jam.
It's the usual kind of like it would be in a walk-in or a storage room, just shelves right up to the ceiling every like 18 inches or so. But yeah, Black's head is right there, kind of laying somewhat askance, but looking at the party, a splash of booze across his forehead, like almost threatening to drip into an eye.
Fuck that.
Jam aggressive toboggans over to and collects the head of Black, and then pulls one of his 2 pistols. I think his is 1 or 2. I can't remember. I think he has 1 pistol.
You have a lot of guns. You have the most guns out of everybody here.
And just he uses his action to pick up the head, and he points the pistol at the conflict, but doesn't shoot.
Okay,
like,
are we
holding
holding
an
an
action?
action?
If I can, yes, I would like to shoot whoever hits Lev that isn't the chef. He'll let Lev have the chef.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
But
All right.
if anybody tries,
who chimes in,
yeah, it's a 1v1. Stay out
it's a
of
1v1 until declared otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig
Okay,
it.
that
I dig
changes
it.
my plan
It's a
then.
drunken 1v1.
All right. So Jam, we now have you off to the side there. Percy, you are up next. You are splashed in booze. Just on your front side. Your back side seems to be just fine.
I'll make sure to hold, whatever firearms I tend to use that might cause a spark to be further away from me then.
Yeah.
Use that
okay.
education, boy.
So I was planning on doing something, but it seems like now we're trying to respect the 1v1. That seems
Well,
to be the vibe.
Jam
that
it's
we're
up to
creating
you
now.
if you pick it up.
Yeah, Jam didn't
I
say
just saw
anything.
Lev take a gigantic, he got cut bad, and then that cut exploded. So I'm trying to like make it so that Lev stops getting cut by that stuff. He's welcome to continue, engaging with the chef, but I wanted to try to get her attention, to maybe draw her attention away from him, because I have compelled duel.
Oh,
You can try to compel the chef to come after me, and I can kind of like try to reposition so that they're forced to
Like you're the
attack me
tag
and
team.
because it gives disadvantage to anyone. If they try to attack anybody else, they have disadvantage. They really only should want to attack me. So I was gonna give that a try.
Right.
I hope this doesn't mess up I hope that Lev does not get mad at me for this later, but I saw him get hurt, and now Percival's fight or flight is kicking in, where he's like, "You hurt my friend!" And are there counters to the left?
It's just the shelving on both sides.
Just the shelving kind of like around the edges, right? But it's more open otherwise?
Yeah, it's
Not a lot of
probably
cover?
like no, not really much for cover at all in here.
Are the other chefs kind of still towards the walls? What are they doing?
They are behind and kind of charging up. They will reach the melee this turn of combat, but probably about 20 feet behind the chef right now.
Okay, so here's the thing. No, I'm gonna just mean different then. Because I want to respect the 1v1 here. Before I engage with them, I'm just hoping this is a bonus. It's not. Son of a bitch. It's really only. All right. I want to save this then. And I'm really sorry for this. I had a plan, and now it's not. Now I have to adjust on the fly. So instead, I'm looking at the other chefs that are starting to charge, and I'm going to be like, "You should stay out of this if you know what's good for you. This has nothing to do with you. I don't even know what's going on over here." And then I'm going to, with I have my sawn-off now shotgun. I'm going to draw that, and then my combat knife in my offhand. I pull it out from like my boot. And I run at I start closing the distance, or try to cut off one of the ones that's getting closer to Lev. And I'm going to attempt to shoot with my main hand, with my shotgun, and then potentially make a whole maneuver here.
So we're moving forward into this then.
Yeah,
correct?
so I'm moving forward into this. Percival is with this whole like musketeer, so to speak, a subclass of artificer. Like he wants to be, dual wielding melee and short weapons. So I'm gonna be having some fun.
So yeah, probably about somewhere between 5 to 10 feet off to the left of the Lev thing, but charging up.
Yeah,
probably
essentially
getting
just
almost
trying to
parallel
get
them
myself
by the time you get.
I'm trying to get myself between these chefs that are charging into our group and where Lev is fighting the chef. Now that might does that put me with my back to the Margravine Esperanza? Just trying to make sure I'm like generally the layout where I'm standing.
Yeah, the Margravine is off to the right of the chef.
She would be behind me. Okay. That's fine. All right,
Yeah.
well,
she'd be off to your right.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to shoot then with my action. My shotgun at. I am gonna shoot the shotgun. And we'll just say you said there's 3 chefs coming from the left.
2 chefs.
2 chefs. We'll just pick the one on the left then. I'm gonna fire the shotgun at him.
Fire the shotgun at the left. Okay.
As I'm kind of repositioning, right? Which is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 does hit.
Okay, now it has. I'm trying to position it so that I can. I mean, how close are they together?
They are probably about 5 feet away from each other, like running
This
parallel, but
has a
close,
spread of this has a spread of 10 feet then.
All right.
So we're gonna use the spread here, which is just gonna do.
Okay.
Spread means when the shot spreads into a regular pattern of range. When you attack with the spread weapon, the attack is made at a long range. It's not because I'm closing in. May apply my attack roll to a second creature within 5 feet of the original target. Damage is rolled separately for each creature, but each creature takes half damage from their respective roll. That's how it works. Okay, so 2 attack rolls for each of them. The first one, I think I said was an 18 or 17. And then the second one then would be 6 is 14.
Okay, so the 14 doesn't do it. So
so the spread
that
will kind of
won't.
miss, but then I'll do the damage. We're going to cut it in half for the one on the left.
Doesn't do it?
all right.
So the damage would have been, it's 2d6 plus 3, 12. Cut that in half, so it's 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Knocks him off balance.
Right.
Not bloodied or anything, but
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because I
definitely
forgot
some
that I
stopping
had
power in
I
that.
had my not. This is my lethal. This is my not lethal ammunition. And I first of all was very surprised by that because he forgot that was what was loaded in here. And then, but like we're in it now. I'm trying to just like get these guys to stop and like, because like they are all looking like they want to hurt us. So like Percival's disregarding all of his feelings about harming others.
I mean, you were converging about on the same place at the same time, but that one on the left was brought to a stop a good 10 feet out from you just by the
I'm going to use the
stopping
rest of my
power
movement, though, to get to the one on the right, and then as a bonus action, use my offhand to try to stab him.
that. Sounds good. Okay. Roll
Percy
your
is
attack.
stabbing people now. We have gone off script.
23 to hit.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's going to do it.
I mean, it's more of, I guess, combat knife, I guess, is slashing, but it's, that's a 6 on a d6, so that's 8 slashing damage. I'm going to try to go for, again, I'm not trying to, if I can help it, I am trying to wound, not like cause severe or, like injuries. Like I'm trying to get these guys to just stop. Hopefully this is intimidating enough of a salvo to get these guys to, so if this would be lethal, I'm going to make sure that I'm making this not lethal.
Oh, no, this is not
Okay.
lethal.
Just letting you know.
This is by no means lethal.
If I have the choice, I will always attempt to make it a non-lethal blow.
Yeah. But these were significant hits against both of them.
Okay. Well, now I hope I got their attention.
They're full and undivided as it is now the Mook's turn.
So you mean, yeah, you see it. I mean, it's just Percival literally just runs up, just blasts the shotgun, and then just like, I don't know, almost
Whoa!
like jabs his, or like, almost like swings up with this like combat knife at this other guy. Like, I don't know, I saw someone do this in a self-defense video once.
Who are
And-
you? What have you done with Percy?
Your combat knife sticks right in the gut of the one on the right who's coming up at you, or
Oh,
on
gross.
his own left.
They never said it was supposed to be
And it
squishy.
hits their turn. His eyes just sort of open. And raises a cleaver and just swings it right at your shoulder.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, and that is... There you are. Let's see, 9. 13 against AC probably doesn't get the job done.
You're looking to hit a 17.
Yeah. No, that did not
That's soft
do
panel
it.
vest and some dexterity. He's more nimble
Yeah.
than his portly appearance would.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
is kind
lead
of
you
an
to assume.
ineffectual whack against your shoulder, as like he was just too
I'm
into
almost-
it, and instead of the sharp end, it's just like his hand and the handle kind of just clip off of the like your armor.
I almost like lean into my thickness and kind of like bounce him off. You know what I mean? Just kind of give him almost like a chest bump and just chest bump the knife like
Yeah.
a parry, but that with my hands, with my chest.
Yeah, he's still got
Belly.
it, but he's
Yeah.
he's got his left hand up to the hole in his chest now, and he's like shaking off what's obviously bat shock on his right.
Oh yeah.
The other one finally just comes around from his shock from being shot and also takes a swing. That seems to be slightly better as a 22 against
Yeah,
AC.
22 definitely beats a 17.
5 slashing damage.
I take 5 slashing damage. Cuts me right in my arm. My nice like tuxedo now has like a tear like in the in the
They're
sleeve.
ripping the tuxedo.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
threads!
All right. Meanwhile, on the other side of the chef and Lev, we have the Marguerite. And she's now looking at you, Jam Jam, as you're pointing the gun in her general direction, being the melee and her being the closest to you.
Okay.
You know what you're getting involved with?
Jadu just goes, nope.
And from a dead stand, she lunges forward really fast into like a stab with what looks like a rapier that she's just sort of pulled out of her dress.
Like a actual old timey
fencing rapier,
with like the handguard and okay.
The handguard and everything, yeah.
All right.
That was kind of
Very aristocratic looking. Very in theme with the place.
Sure.
Very pointy.
Very pointy, very sharp.
Yeah. Very demure, very mindful. Let's see, a 17 plus 5 is 23 to hit.
That certainly hits.
So that is 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Chick. So it hits right dead center there.
Oh!
If we got a little bit of leather to help, not just,
You're in with the wrong crowd. As she kind of points the tip at you and sways side to side. Let's see. Glorp. We're on to you, and you're sort of back of things.
Mm-hmm.
I decline to try to see if Booze gets Glorp or Glorp gets boozed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly covered in dress anyway, so if I got boosted at all, it was very little. I absorbed it. It's like drinking a cocktail. It's fine. Nothing bad happens. It's not enough to, cause any serious issues. But what is causing serious issues is all of these, people in front of us with the stabbing and the beheading and whatnot. So I have probably almost certainly created an ice sharp by now out of fear.
So you say ice shard, right?
Of course.
It was shard? Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, always. I always say ice shard.
Oh.
And I'm now going to fling that at...
Fling, such a choice of words there.
The main chef chickie, their queen chickie, the stabbiest, beheadiest one.
Yeah, the elven
Well, they're all
chef.
kind of a little
Yeah.
stabby because also the Margravine just stabbed Jam Jam.
Specifically, the one that's beheaded someone already. That's the one that I'm actually throwing my particular shard at.
Throwing the ice shart.
Yeah.
At
Shard.
Definitely one of those
Who's the DM
things.
here?
You got elvish fucking now.
I just
So
make 'em.
anyway-
I don't care what you call them.
Roll your attack. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Is that an area of an effect?
It eventually
Yes,
does.
it is. It's a
Okay.
ranged spell attack. On a hit, there's piercing damage, then hit or miss, it explodes. And then each creature within 5 feet needs to do a dex save or take cold damage.
So if Lev, right?
That really should just be left there, but
Yeah.
Ranged
Let's start
spell
with the hit.
attack. Oh no. So that's a nat 1.
Oh,
My charisma's not that good, so.
I'm gonna be looking for the fucking tap in soon if that's the case. Or the tap out, I guess.
I just hold it too long
All
until
right.
it explodes in my hand. I don't know.
I will let some dice decide some fate here. Fair
Yep.
enough. We split the distance, and the ice shard javelin falls depressingly short. You just short armed it, and it falls about halfway in between you and your intended target, and just shatters on the floor.
Is there anybody within 5 feet of it? Because they need to make a dex
everyone,
save.
I think. I think everyone except for me and maybe Percy.
Well, I mean, you were further back. Percy got way up.
Okay.
Lev got way up. Choom, you're up on a shelf.
Yeah.
Jam Jam's off to the side. So I mean,
Nobody.
it's basically like Brew, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe
But no,
since he
Crazy.
hasn't moved up yet.
Yeah.
He moved up.
I hate rolling so low.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do I hit Brew?
Well, what kind of intention would you even be having there, Brew? Are you looking to barge into the room around past,
Eating
or would you already be
quiche.
ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, you're eating
Quiche Force.
Brew
Bruce
was so held
behind
up eating
Glorb.
Oh, yeah,
the quiche, so
Brew's
he's
back
behind
with me
Glorb.
in the quiche zone.
See,
Holding up
so,
the back.
So
Yeah.
Mark Bruce safe
It's
from
Chum-
Ice Shard.
Chum
We're
was
safe.
on the
Everybody's
start.
safe from Ice Shard.
Yeah.
Quiche Force.
So there's just a cold spot on the floor.
That's the
It doesn't
power.
do
There's a
anything
cold
anymore.
spot on the floor. You know, you can put, you know,
Subsequently, now not the same spot as the alcohol,
shame out
which is
there.
nice.
Yes, the alcohol is not frozen, but there is a
Maybe it's not.
there is a
nice.
slippery spot on the floor.
Ooh.
I'm going to call it.
I will note that that's
Just
that's
in
you as the
front
DM
of-
getting to choose that. It doesn't actually leave any sort of residue according to the spell rules.
Well, in that
Right.
one,
Yeah.
I think, that would kind of.
I could net one it into somebody's back.
No. We like
Yeah, we're
slippery
into a
floor.
slippery
Slippery floor is
floor is a
great.
good idea.
Slippery floor
See,
is
slippery
great.
floor has
Slippery floor is
fun
great.
opportunities.
Yeah.
See, I love that. I love that for us.
Glorb, can we just get the attack sound effect or especially because it's a nat one? What happened there?
Shh. Now, do you have any other actions, bonus actions, or moves you're taking here? Whereabouts are we trying to stay? In the door? Are we trying to get into the door and off to a side or something? Maybe stay out in the previous room? What's the plan?
Yeah, I mean, is there still like a tray of quiche nearby? Because that's again.
Yeah, I left it with you
I just
guys.
kind of looked around until like.
One of you is holding it. It's either you or Brew that's holding
Pretty
it.
sure Brew would be holding it.
Yeah, so I just like I
Pretty
kind of
sure
wander
Bruce-
back to Brew. I just take another piece of quiche.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good
So
shit.
a couple
though.
feet of move. You're out of just outside of range there. Just grab a piece of quiche off the tray as you,
Yeah.
you sulk by.
Yep.
Brew, we are to you.
Yeah.
You're,
Hold my quiche. I
I
hand
take the tray of
hand-
quiche from Brew.
Yeah, I hand
Yes,
it over
perfect.
to Glorb. He kind of like cracks his knuckles, and then he kind of beelines it straight for whoever Lev is fighting right now.
The big lady.
The big
It's the
lady.
tag team.
Big
It's the
Doubtfire.
tag team.
Oh, it's tag team time. So I'm gonna unarmed, just pow pow as I come at her, and basically flank her from Lev's perspective. So it is a unarmed strike. Strength.
okay.
Lev's perspective is you just jumped in the ring without tagging him, so he's looking for the ref right now.
Fuck off! I'm on your team.
You just gotta slap his hand on the way by. That's all.
Literally, I kind of like brush up against his shoulder. Tagged. It's an 18 to hit.
An 18 to hit. I want to hold that 18 to hit just sort of paused in the air for a second.
Uh-oh.
Because lest we forget, you just passed through the space where that ice shard left
Oh.
a slippery spot on the floor.
Right.
Oh.
So make me a quick dexterity saving throw as you pass by.
You got
Eat.
this. You
Eat.
got this. You got
Eat.
this.
Good thing I'm a monk because I have at least dexterity saving throw.
There
bonus.
must be
So,
still somewhere an adult onset inspiration floating around that could be handed out to somebody.
Okay, it's a 16.
16, yes. So you do
Like it.
definitely pass through the icy patch and deliver your shot, which does beat armor class, by the way.
Shout out to my friend Ben, who sent me this D20, which is obviously working out really, really well right now. A set from Busy Wizard Dice. Love it.
Mike, you'll have to
Not a sponsor.
snap a nice pic. No, not a sponsor, just cool people. And
Yeah, just cool
also,
people, just cool people.
snap a pic of those. We'll put them in the episode thread.
Already done. And I will send it to the thread. Cool.
yeah.
So,
Fantastic.
bam, right in her jaw.
Right in the jaw. All right.
Does that hit?
Yeah,
He said
it
yes.
does beat armor class, yes.
All right, that is a 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 damage.
Good job,
All right.
Mike.
However, bludgeoning
Monk.
damage.
So
I
it
get
starts.
a second unarmed attack. So I'm going to hit with my offhand. And let's say it's an uppercut. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You can
that's
even
a-
go and mix martial arts here and kick a hoof out.
That's a 14.
The 14 doesn't beat AC.
And so that was a bonus action. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
You've tagged in.
Don't forget you can
Yeah.
add martial
Has
arts
quite literally tagged in. Yeah.
to your
Before we get to the
rolls.
top of initiative, we do have a reaction that Jam Jam can still use, and I just want to make sure we don't let that expire.
Yeah.
Technically,
So
it
now
should have
that
gone
she
off.
has stabbed you,
Yeah.
It should have gone
and
off
you know
when
that she's not on your side, I suppose you were going to shoot her.
it could have been
Um,
you or her or Percy's people that attacked Percy too.
Yeah.
But now he's engaged
Yeah, you're
with,
correct.
he's got somebody stabbing him, so.
Yeah. So yeah, what is your call on this one? Since we sort of have to resolve it at this point.
I don't think he's gonna shoot her. He is.
What?
The power of hot.
Gonna reason with her?
No, not well. I just don't know. Trying to think of what Jam Jam's brain would be going through. Yeah, no, he's not
After
going
just
to.
getting stabbed?
Yeah, he's still very confused. This is all very confusing.
What's
right now.
confusing about being stabbed? Asking
I mean-
for a friend.
She did say she said a lot of things that are very confusing. Like
Yeah.
you're on the wrong side.
Yeah.
You're helping the wrong people. Like
Listen,
it's just
we
working.
just have to injure to the point where combat is over. Then we can ask all the questions we want.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry, out of character.
Yeah. But how are we looking on actual episode runtime? Like
We're at an
how
hour
bad-
and 4 minutes. But we're shaving at least 4 to 10 off with
Yeah,
all
so-
the breaks and stuff like that. I mean, here's the thing: we can break wherever. We just got to know wherever we're breaking. I'm feeling
Yeah.
like we can let these run a little longer, but I don't want to it depends on how many episodes of combat we expect this to take, or how many rounds we expect
just
this combat
because
to take.
we happen to be at the top of initiative, I guess we can still go several rounds in, like halfway in, and then maybe another.
Let's try to
round
blast through
and a
this.
half
Let's try to
initiative in
blast.
the
Let's
next
try to
one.
blast through this one.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. All right. So yeah, things are tense. Things are nervy over there between the Margravine and Jam Jam and the head of Victor Black. A 3-way Mexican standoff. Except Mexico doesn't exist in this place. And it's not really a standoff since it's just a head. And
It's a head
You know,
off.
the
I get-
Margravine actually did stab you.
But in
But
every
all of
other
those
way,
things
in every
aside,
other way, it's
in every other way, it's tense and nervy like that kind of standoff. So back to the top of initiative, we have Lev back in the ring. Now-
Okay.
Someone and Brew has just tagged himself in.
That's true. I'm thinking about there's got to be someone on the side that I can give a bump to before the ref sees me. So is there someone on the side that I can reach reasonably before a ref sees me?
I mean, I guess you have the body of Victor Black that you stepped over behind you that you could just kind of give a quick smack to.
There's the body of Victor Black. There
That seems
is
little.
about 10. Well,
And Shoom's up on a
Not
shelf above you.
yeah, Chuma's on a shelf above. Actually, you are not terribly far off to the left of Lev. Like, he's probably got to do a little bit of a lunge, maybe a 7 to 10 foot reach, but he could fist bump you. I would say, is that something you're trying to do? Like, make a tag, like tag somebody in? Just so that it's legal? Is
I think
is that what we're trying
whatever
for?
helps his dissociative state justify his rage.
Yeah. I reach out to whoever I see that's closest and just kind of slap my my hand towards them without even really worrying.
Just kind of high five him, Choom.
Literally,
Yeah, like,
Choom
he's all the way up
just
there,
slaps
just
his
like,
hand.
Actually, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
You high five the guy who got stabbed by Percy.
Oh, he's up in here with us. Okay,
He's
okay,
up in
gotcha,
the
gotcha.
space too.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Right.
So yes, you tag that guy on the hand, who just kind of looks at you like,
You see a very concerning smile on Percival's face.
Nice. How high up is that?
I mean, the tagging this guy's hand. I mean, this guy's hand, he's a normal sized. I'm gonna say he's
Probably lower than
an
you.
elf, so 6 feet tall. He's running up, so it would be his left hand that was probably up from, having just been stabbed. Doing a little bit of
Interesting.
freaking out.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought he was above me right now.
No, just off to the left. Nobody should be above you. I mean, you're fully standing
Choom.
up.
Choom is above him.
Choom's
Yeah,
above me.
Choom is above, but further off to the left.
Hey,
up
how
on
you
the
doing?
Shelves.
Well, if there's no one else to attack, I guess I can attack the.
The chef is
Dude,
still right there.
This is
You
a
haven't
boss.
double
gone
team now. This is a double team. Y'all can just double. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just
Phrasing!
Yeah, I look around for the ref, I guess, in my mind, and I don't see the ref anywhere.
The ref is
Maybe
just-
he's-
Can I
No,
just
the ref is
be-
passed out. No,
The ref
in
is
your
passed
eyes,
out
the
on
ref
the
is
ground.
passed out on the
Yes,
ground.
headless.
Yes.
Yeah. So I sneak in behind. Well, maybe not sneak in, but I just kind of charge at the chef again. Why not?
Yes. I love this.
wow.
That's a 15.
We got there, folks.
A 15 unfortunately doesn't beat AC and just kind of like bounces off her shoulder like,
Okay.
oh no!
It's okay. At least the rage can keep rolling because you made an attack.
Yeah. Yeah. All you have to do is do the attack.
That's what I was trying
not,
to do.
not connect. All right. So are you going to be doing any moving, any bonus actioning?
If I
anything
had
like
to
that?
move towards that would have been my movement. Otherwise, no
Okay.
bonus action.
All right. So just the in-ring movement going on there. Sounds
Yeah.
good. All right. The chef. Now there are two of you. Whew. And takes a swing with the sword, one at Lev.
The sword cleaver.
Yeah. Yes. The sword cleaver. Like, this be big.
Yeah.
So let's see. A 16 against AC on Lev.
16 hits.
That is another 10 slashing damage against Lev. The second slashes against Brew and is a 11 plus 5, another 16 against armor class.
It hits. However, I'm using a key point. My symbiote is going to absorb some of that damage.
Ooh. Okay.
First,
You can do that?
oh yeah, my symbiote's amazing.
Oh, fuck.
15 slashing damage.
Oh, that's a lot of fucking damage. Okay. So it's going to absorb 5 of that.
Okay,
Okay.
that's something.
So I take 10.
All right. And
There's more.
then each of you take 4 radiant damage
Ah!
as the 8 is split between the two of you.
Hmm. I don't like that. I don't like what I'm seeing there.
With the big cleaver.
Just like.
Things like enchanted though.
All right. Choom,
Yes.
what do we got going on?
Okay.
There you go.
So without meta, I'm just going to look to my 2 people engaged in the fight. How are they looking? You have to tell me health. Just give me, like, overall, like... Are you on one knee? Are you bleeding everywhere? Like, what's happening?
Which ones are you asking about? Sorry.
Specifically Lev and Brew.
Okay.
If I were an ice cream right now, I would be mint chocolate chip.
What?
That's
So
like my
good?
favorite ice cream. So I
Like
don't know
fine?
what else.
Like full house?
he's
Full body.
That's a very subjective answer, Luke.
Listen,
green with chunks out of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Hey, I like.
You
I'll
asked
take
for
that.
a non-meta answer, and I
Got you.
provided
Got
one.
you. And
Yeah.
Brew, you are you feeling Rocky Road or what?
If I was a cup of coffee, I would have some sort of alcohol in it.
Okay.
But Brew doesn't drink.
My interpretation of those things leads to this. Now, my assumption of like the battlefield right now is you have Big Mean Chef on her left.
I have two. So on the left, two assistant chefs or whatever that I'm distracting
Yep.
and seem to be
then
doing okay.
on the in front of them is the chick with the rapier and
To the
Jam
right.
Jam. To the right of you. Okay, cool. And then
Yeah.
To the right of
that
Lev
is all of the
and
combatants currently.
Yeah.
Brew. Yes.
That's all of them. Okay, I was making sure I wasn't missing anybody. How heavy would you say this bottle is of cognac?
I mean,
I did push two of them over, so I mean, I can't.
a 750 milliliter bottle of cognac is what, like a pound and a half?
Maybe 2 pounds.
I don't know.
tops.
Cool, beautiful.
I'm trying to guesstimate weights of.
So tell me,
I mean,
who I need to aim this at to cover the most area in the contents of this bottle.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
I would be
Probably
able to
the
tell,
chef.
but I don't have a map in front of me, so I can't.
if you're really looking for maximum splash, you probably want to have it break on Lev's horn. But do you really want to do that?
No. So the next closest thing would be the head chef lady.
Yeah. She's huge.
I'm going to now with my pimp cane / ray gun that I cleverly disguised as such, so nobody would know.
It looked
that I
like
have.
a ray gun the whole time.
Her tape's already falling off.
I'm going to cast catapult, and I'm going to catapult a bottle of cognac into the face of Boss
Yeah.
Lady.
Woohoo! Yes.
As I've done this a few times, so everyone probably knows what it does. Just for a reminder,
Is that an attack roll?
it is no. They have a dex save. Oh no,
Okay, that's
to
what it
avoid
is.
if obstructed.
Yeah, it flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in that in a direction he chooses. So if it makes if it would strike a creature, that creature must make a dex save.
On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. The object strikes something. So even if I miss, it's still going to hit the ground behind her.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is flying in a straight line, 90 feet.
If you
Until it
get
hits
hit,
something.
it is 3d8 bludgeoning damage. You know what? I have a second level spell slot, right? Or do we not
No,
have that yet? Okay.
We don't have those yet.
Cool.
All right. So, yeah. Dexterity is not one of her saving throws, only a +2. So let's see.
Come on.
See, 12 plus 2 is a 14.
Against my spell save?
Yeah, 14. So
Which
what's
is
your
a
spell save
14.
DC?
That beats it. But
Yeah.
it does beat it.
Yeah. Is close.
Spell save is my...
Yeah, who's the tie go to? Does that go to the player or the defender?
I mean, that's Seb's house rule.
Let me just make sure that I usually
rules
tie
is
goes to
written
the
is
player,
that
but
a tie, if you match, you have to match or get higher in order to succeed.
let me make sure my spell
okay,
save is correct.
If you roll a 14 on if you were trying to roll a saving throw and the DC is 14, if you roll 14,
yeah,
has to
beats
save.
it, beats it.
Spell
Yeah.
save is... How do you get your spell save DC again? Just want to make sure it's correct.
it is 8 plus your spell casting ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So essentially, it would just be 10 plus your intelligence.
She would beat it. Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Yeah. So she very narrowly dodges, but it still splashes like right behind.
So now what's the area of effect of this cognac on the ground now? because I had 16 feet from
Wait.
the first.
That thing was launched as a missile.
Yeah. So that's everywhere?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Beautiful.
Like it's very lightly everywhere though.
Beautiful. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Lev. By going from the top rope in his image, just a fucking old cranky trainer guy. It's like, you can do it, Lev! In his imagination. And then I'm going to turn to now everyone who is covered in all kinds of flammable things, in room full of flammable things, and go, you really want to keep doing this? You really want to keep doing this? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts! And I'm going to turn the ray gun on so it's menacing.
Okay, so I just want to know that we are establishing a pattern of your characters threatening arson.
Yeah.
Yes, constantly threatening arson.
Yeah, just checking in on that. All right.
Is it today that it ends in Y? Chum's gonna burn the place.
I think that was his turn.
That was, yes, sorry. That is my turn.
Great. So I screwed up initiative last time, and I think I put Jam Jam in front of Percy, and it should have been the other way around.
No,
I went
Percy
before
was
Jam
next.
Jam. I went before Jam Jam.
It goes Percy,
You did?
then the
Okay.
Moogle, or the mob, then...
Percy.
Yeah.
Percy, Jam Jam, then the Mooks. It should be.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's what messed up from last time, yeah.
Yeah, because you did the Mooks, then Jam Jam. That was the
No,
way we did
because
last
Jam Jam readied the action.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Marty
yeah,
did
that's
the
what
one
it
of the
is.
Mooks.
Oh, yeah, right.
You did great.
So it would be okay. So whose turn is it?
You know what? On strict initiative, it's Percy. So we're gonna have you go, and I think
Okay.
we're gonna cut the episode there, and then we're gonna resume with Jam Jam at the start of the next.
Got
one.
it. Okay. We'll get a beat on that then. I'm gonna go pretty quick here. I still have the two guys in front of me.
Yeah.
Now covered in cognac.
Covered in
They are
cognac.
covered in cognac.
One of them's bleeding.
Let me
Here's the
warn.
thing. I am trying to disable these dummies so they can just knock them out, and get them out of our way and stop them from threatening my friends, and then we can deal with the big threatening lady over there too, who's stabbing and slashing my friends. So I want to, because I do not need to use an action to reload with my firearms expertise, I'm going to quickly switch to my bludgeoning ammunition. Now, I don't know how spread works with essentially gel slugs, but I'm going to attempt to essentially with the short double barrel hit the two dudes each with a jelly slug, right? And just as my main attack, so just fire the bludgeoning rounds out. Okay. So for spread, it's an attack roll for each. One of those is good. So left one would be, that's +6, so that makes that a 23. And then
That obviously hits, yes.
But the I think I remember this would an 11's not going to do that.
11 will not. No.
So the guy who did not get stabbed does get hit with the slug though, and he does take half of his bludgeoning damage.
All right, so he's been shot twice now with bludgeoning rounds.
No, the first one was actual buckshot. This one is a bludgeoning round now. So that's half of 8 would be, 8 plus 3 is 11. Half of that rounded down is 5.
5, okay.
5 bludgeoning damage from the slug.
All right, he is quite reduced in, I don't know if, does that jelly slug reduce his speed at all or anything like that? Or that just hits him and-
It's just my way of dealing non-lethal damage with a shotgun.
Yeah. Oh, it puts him on a knee and he is just covering his side, screaming.
Just saying, stand down! Chube's looking pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure he's about to set this place on fire. And then I'm going to try to take the handle of the combat knife I have and then just crack the other dude on the side of the head with it.
Right.
Who I stabbed.
Okay.
It's a
Make
bonus
your attack
action.
roll.
That's a 10. Nope.
Nope. Doesn't do it. So.
Damn it. I was trying to look cool. I almost had it. I almost had the whole combo. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm still distracting him.
The head of Victor Black. Can you just bring me to the body? I put myself back together. This really does have to happen, though. We do have to kill all of them.
Wait, kill them? That's not an option, right? Like we have to.
I'm deaf. They're running for like do you
Okay.
I can sit down and explain this to you later. But right now, I haven't got the time. I'm a little tired.
Oh, here we go.
A little wired, and I'm just ahead looking for my body. So can we get this show on the freaking road? And that's where I'm going to call this episode of the Hapless Heroes podcast.
So Jam is going to be up with the head while being stabbed. See if you could just toboggan or something, just like slam the head back on the body. Oh boy.
If you like us. No. You know what? I've resolved. You don't really like us. Maybe you do really like us. Maybe in the past you liked us. So I'm going to give you Fran from the past who is going to tell you, the good things you could do to support our podcast.
Thank you all for listening. If you like what we do, you can find all of our links in one convenient place, and that is our link tree. It's just linktr.ee/haplessheroes. There, you'll find our social media, merch, and Patreon, but most importantly, you will find the crown jewel of our internet presence, and that is our Discord server. It is free to join, and it's where the cast and I hang out the most, chatting with you, our amazing audience, about the show, sharing memes, and geeking out about all things nerdy and delightful. We'd love to have you be a part of that community. Now, if you really like us, please consider leaving us a 5-star rating or review on the podcast service of your choice. It means the world to us. It helps new listeners find the show, and if we spot your review, we'll give you a shout out right here as the 5-star human that you are. Now, if you really, really like us, you can support the show directly by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/haplessheroes. It's also linked on our link tree. We have a treasure trove of bloopers, bonus content, and even some out-of-character episodes from our many years of adventuring together. Some of those we've even released for free. So please, check it out. That's all for now, though. So let's kick it back to the crew in the future.
Thank you, Fran from the past. You're a gentleman and a scholar, much the same as the Fran of the future.
Why, thank you, Dave. I did not invent this bit to fish for compliments. I did not invent this bit to fish for compliments. Don't at me.
Oh, just
You
wait till I get
absolutely
back in
did.
that
You
chair,
told
boy.
us that's what you were doing.
I didn't say
You have literally
You cannot prove that in a court of law. I have the recordings.
Oh yeah, he has a recording.
Okay.
What? That's
So
ridiculous.
check this out. On at least one occasion in my life, I have heard you refer to yourself as a validation vending machine. You give out validation. You give it out freely to all of your friends.
I mean,
Well, the categorical imperative says that it makes it right for us to do it to you. So yes, we can dump this validation back on you anytime we so choose.
Yeah.
But instead of doing that, I'm going to outro my cast. On my left, we have Choomdaloom, played by Seb.
I wonder if the quiche recipe is somewhere up here.
To his left, we have Glorp Glup Glup, played by Nicole.
We can make so many different kinds of quiche with all the stuff in this room.
To her left, we have Brunner Brewer Blitzboar, played by Mike.
Left, right, left, jab, jab, uppercut.
To his left, we have Lev Zangief, played by Lou.
Oh, I have a quiche recipe I'm trying to try.
To his left, we have Jam Jam, played by John.
Until next time.
And to his left, we have Percival Flodhest, played by Francesco.
you don't understand. I've never killed anyone before.
My name is Dave. I've been your host and Dungeon Master this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.